I just want to share something with you that I think is really important, because there's people who identify as lesbian, gay, bisexual, pansexual, demisexual, asexual, or trans. Wherever you are within the LGBTQIA plus acronym, this message is for you. And you're probably interested in being in a relationship with someone of the same sex. And you are probably in a relationship with someone of the same sex. And you need somebody to talk to, you need somebody to vent to. You have questions, you have concerns. And you don't always know the answer. And what you do is you can either try to figure it out on your own, but if your situation is not changing, if it's not improving, if you're not making progress, or maybe your situation is getting worse, then you may try to reach out to someone else and get some relationship advice. And when you do that, who you have as maybe your point of contact, the person you go to, might be somebody in your family, might be somebody you go to work with, school with, church with, or they may be like a friend of yours that you grew up with, or someone who you have some kind of association with. Maybe you're part of some type of community, or maybe you play sports, maybe you are someone who is talented or gifted, you're in the arts industry. You just are someone who probably is very active or very talented, and you may know a lot of people. And the thing that makes you unique is that you are someone who identifies within the LGBTQIA plus community. But the people who you are associating with are not within the LGBTQIA plus community. But yet you keep speaking to people who identify as heterosexual about relationships. And you've been doing this for quite some time. And the reason why is because either you don't know anybody who is in the LGBTQIA plus community, or you may know some people in the LGBTQIA plus community, but you're not close enough to them to open up to them. Or thirdly, you're not out, meaning you're probably questioning, or you're closeted, or you're DL. You could be bisexual, but nobody knows because they think you're heterosexual. You could be actually gay or lesbian, but nobody knows because they've never seen you in a relationship with anyone. Or maybe you are in a beard relationship, meaning you know that you're gay or lesbian, but you're in a relationship with someone from the opposite sex, but that person is just your beard. And you find yourself always associating with heterosexual people. You never have really close friendships with people who are like yourself, LGBTQIA plus. And now you're noticing a pattern. And this pattern is you're always having to think really hard and be very careful about what you say, because you don't want anyone to figure out that you are lesbian, gay, bisexual, or fill in the blank. So you have to really talk almost slowly You have to think about everything you say before you say it. You want to make sure that you're using the right pronouns, because you want them to think that you're talking about the opposite sex when you're really talking about the same sex. You never say anyone's name. If you do say a name, it's a very kind of plain name like John Doe or Jane Doe. And while you're having questions, maybe you're single, maybe you are in a relationship. In many cases, you are single, and you want to know why you're single. You want to know how to meet someone. You want to know, is there something wrong with you? So you're literally asking these questions all the time. And guess who you're asking these questions to? A heterosexual person. And they're actually being honest with you. They're being upfront with you. But you're noticing something. And if you haven't noticed it yet, you're going to notice it, because I'm going to enlighten you about it here now. What's going to happen? You are a lesbian, or you are gay, or you are bisexual, or you are fill in the blank within the LGBTQIA acronym. That's who you are. And this scenario is you want to date someone of the same sex. You want to be in a relationship with someone of the same sex. And you are asking a heterosexual person how to accomplish being in a relationship and having a successful relationship. You're asking these questions, and you are getting the same answer every time from the same people that you're asking. And what are they telling you? I know what you need to do. I'm going to take you out. We're going to go out. We're going to go here, here, here. And we're going to go shopping. We're going to go shopping here. We're going to buy these clothes. We're going to get your hair done. We're going to get some shoes. And meet me here, there, da, 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 da. And this is what we're going to do. So they've planned it out for you. You agree. And guess where you end up? You end up where your heterosexual family member or your heterosexual friend introduces you to someone of the opposite sex. And on the inside, you're just so disgusted. You're so frustrated. You're so annoyed. But you can't show it. You can't express it. You can't say it. And you're upset. But you have no one to be upset with but yourself. Because you are presenting as heterosexual. So you are getting the advice from a heterosexual person because that's all they can do for you. They're heterosexual, so they're going to give you heterosexual relationship advice. But you can't blame them. You really can't even be frustrated. You can't even be annoyed because you're doing it to yourself. You're pretending to be heterosexual. You are actually deceiving heterosexual people because they think you're heterosexual, but you're not. Now, there are some heterosexual people who are very aware. They can pick up whether you are gay or straight. They really can. They know as well. Many of them do. But some of them don't want to accept it. Some of them are in denial about it. And then you have some who are very accepting. They're very welcoming, but they don't want to pressure you. They don't want to make you feel like you're a problem. So they just give you the space and the time to come out when you're ready. But ultimately, It's not your heterosexual family members' responsibility. It's not your heterosexual friends' responsibilities. It's not your heterosexual coworkers' responsibilities, or whoever is heterosexual that you are choosing to go to ask for relationship advice. It's not their responsibility for you to come out. And it's not their responsibility for you to be true to yourself. That is your responsibility. And so if you are not making progress in life with your love life or your sex life, you have to look at you in the mirror. You will not meet someone of the same sex when you have not met yourself. You have to come into the truth. You have to face the truth. You have to be authentic about who you are in order for the right person to come into your life. And sometimes you're not going to always meet the perfect match. There will be some people you meet of the same sex who are lessons. You see, dating, love, and relationships, it's a training ground. And the sooner you get out there and train, the better prepared you will be when the right partner comes around, the right same-sex partner comes around. So if you're delaying yourself, if you're playing these games, you're playing games with yourself, you're delaying yourself, you are holding yourself back from love and freedom and truth. And you have to let that go. Do I mean that you need to go and find somebody who is gay, lesbian, bisexual, or within the LGBTQIA community to get relationship advice from? Yes, you can do that. But I actually recommend that you first start on acknowledging yourself. Because even if you go and talk to someone else, and I'm talking about someone who is not a professional, like a family member, a work associate, a friend, someone, you know, who you just know, maybe you're part of some kind of organization, or you're into, like I say, a field of work or a talent. Maybe you're in the entertainment industry, theater arts, etc., fill in the blank. You can go to people who are same-sex attracted, and they're not professional therapists or professional life coaches. And they could help you to a certain extent, but they will have their own biases. And they also may not have the knowledge or the expertise that you need for you to be able to get the insight and the guidance you need for yourself, because you have a unique situation. I'm a certified life coach. I'm a lesbian. I actually coach same-sex attracted people, and I do recommend that you get professional life coaching, because I will present to you in a way where I am not biased, because I don't know you personally. And as a professional life coach, my goal is to help you in the area that you feel like that you're lacking in, or that you want to improve in or excel in. And this is why it's important to hire a professional therapist and or life coach who is within the LGBTQIA+ community. They have knowledge and expertise that people who are not in that professional career atmosphere, they don't have that access, they don't have that knowledge. And it's best for you to invest in yourself, because it'll actually speed up your growth process. Because when you're doing everything by yourself, you just kind of like are throwing spaghetti on the wall and just trying to see if it'll stick. And it takes years and years and years, and you'll make mistakes that you don't even need to make when you can just hire a life coach and they'll just speed you up. But yeah, you can talk to people within the LGBTQ+ community who are not professional therapists or life coaches. But keep in mind They may be biased because they know you too much, or they may be biased because they're really not on your side. So you really don't know. You really don't know what their true motive is. So that's why I encourage you to hire a professional therapist and a professional life coach. I recommend that you have both, because I want to see you prosper. I want to see you living in your truth. I want to see you connecting with a same-sex partner who you love and they love you, because we need more same-sex relationships in this world. We need to be able to experience life according to our reality as LGBTQIA plus people. So that's why it's time for you to take the mask off. Stop living the facade. Stop going to heterosexual people and asking them for relationship advice, because they're going to give you relationship advice from a heterosexual perspective, and that relationship advice is not going to actually match up with your personal experience, because the truth is, being a same-sex attracted person is completely different from being a heterosexual person. Thank you for watching. I hope that this message resonates with you. I am Giselle Wallace, certified gay life coach and author. Contact me for life coaching. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and share this video, and make sure you join my channel membership, the Premium Tribe, and follow me on my social media on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. My handle is @Giselle Wallace. Thank you and have a beautiful day.